right, everybody, step on down. Take a shot at the idiot. Pop the meat, win a prize.
Welcome back, everybody, for the next installment in Iron Curtain Grades Our Shit. Today we're out here with the Carnival, the evil and demented brainchild of X. X, why don't you explain what the hell it is you're doing here?
All right, so the thought process behind this is exactly like you said. It's a carnival shooting gallery. The Zeds are going to come trundling up these stairs, being all angry and, rotting and decaying. And they're going to see the meat, hence hit the meat, win a prize. And they're going to want a piece of that meat. But there's obstacles to get to the meat. Right as they get up to the meat, they get shocked and frozen. And we're just all going to be standing here with a bunch of single shot bullshit and just pop blasting their head off.
The meat fights back. Okay. Taking a look at the general design here, it's a pretty basic box. There's nothing going on in the back. I can see you've got a parkour ladder going up here to the top for the hatch entrance there. So it's finally a base where we're going to have some bird shelter, which is nice. That's always convenient. Nev, you can die happy.
Yeah.
In terms of the overall build, it's pretty straightforward. It's just a corridor back there. I see you've got these hatches here. What are the hatches for?
Hatches are dual if you can do the honors and open that one up there. They are repair access points for the bottom layer of traps.
So you can
we can repair our traps.
Yeah, you can reach those traps during the night if that one in front of you below is getting screwed up. This first row here is kind of SOL. These will probably get busted up over the course of the evening, but
yeah,
collectively, yeah, we should be able to keep that back row running for the duration. So supplies needed. This is a notable. This isn't your biggest one by any stretch, but this is a hefty chunk of concrete. And there's a good amount of steel going into some of these traps and everything. What are your thoughts on supplies needed?
I'm thinking somewhere in like the C- territory. It's not crazy expensive. It's not crazy huge, but you're exactly right. There's a decent amount going into it. But this is kind of like mid to late, not quite in-game base, but semi-advanced stuff. So by that point, you should have all the materials to do this pretty handily.
Okay, that makes sense to me. What about build difficulty? How long would you say that it took you to string this together? I know you had me out here a little bit asking some questions and we played with some ideas, but what did the final results look like time-wise?
Just on this particular design or all of its iterations combined?
Maybe both.
All of its iterations combined, it actually took me a solid couple days to get this exactly how I want it. The initial concept, I'll give you a little sneak peek here, was 5 individual hallways, little channels that we would all have like our own shooting range. Mm-hmm. But we tried that out and they like to just kind of go to 1 and then 4 people be standing there with their dick in their hands and one guy would just be getting screwed up all night.
Sure.
That's when we opened everything up and kind of came up with this concept. But once I figured out what I wanted to do here, I'm going to say, 3 hours tops, and that's just lining everything up, getting all the wiring and stuff done. So it's not too terrible.
Okay, not bad. I think that sounds honestly about average. So I think we're looking at another base here where you're looking at average, maybe a little hair below average on supplies, and build difficulty. This is pretty normal. This is pretty standard. There's nothing crazy here. It's not a whip it together in 10 minutes and go killing corridor kind of thing. There's a little bit of a time investment here, but nothing too crucial. Nothing that is going to present any serious challenges when it actually comes time to string it together.
Do have one question about this. It looks nice and all, and I'm going to ask a question that Akiba often asks. What if they spawn behind us?
They should path up the stairs just fine.
That could be problematic, but yeah, based on the initial testing we did on some earlier variants of this, they did do like they did with Alcatraz, like they did with X's Brown Hole, the Shoebox, etc., where there is an access route out front, so they do loop around. Now, I will anticipate, and personally, I might have put some like a row of spikes back out here or something. I think
we still got a couple hours that might show up.
I think they're going to hit the back wall here and drag a little bit as they route through the front, but generally, I think we can expect them to route through the front. So we've got everybody out here. Let's turn the lights off and run the Horde Night and see how she does.
You know what? I don't know if I trust you with the blunderbuss right in front of the blade trap. Switch me.
You put me here.
Move. Go on the end.
Alrighty, let's see what we get. Looks like we get the horde spawning right out in front of us this time.
Nice.
Start
Give him a
up
second to
here.
come up here.
Yeah. They're gonna get fucking eaten out by these traps. This is fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, buddy. Oh, there goes your head, lady.
Yup.
Jesus. Oh.
We'll say the cops are going to get annoying.
Yeah, spit damage is going to be kind of unavoidable here. How are we looking on these traps? Oh, yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on these traps. These ones are all down about 10%.
First demo over on the right.
Let the traps kill him.
I don't know if it will. It's kind of in a weird spot.
It should take his legs off. Or you can, conversely, I was shooting you in the knees. That's going to be safe. I swear to God, if I see a demo and hear that blunderbuss, I'm just nuking the server.
Pay attention to the traps on your side there, especially getting multiple demos. They're
Yeah,
gonna
the
get
demos
fucked
will
up in a hurry.
register a lot of damage on the blades. There's no way to reach those front ones, is there?
No, those are dead. Unless you want to climb out and go fight the horde face to face.
Well, I'll give it a shot for footage. Weird big pink ass.
Oh God! Close the door.
Oh, that looked like a lot
There's a
of
lot
birds.
of vultures at the top of that stair or the ladder.
I wanted to say hi.
Let's take a look. Yeah, it's like 2. Okay, it's like 5. Jesus! Okay, it's like 7.
It's like 2. It's like 5. It's all of them.
You know, I don't see you fixing blade traps.
What do you think I'm doing?
I mean these outer ones.
Fuck no. We decided we weren't going to do that.
Oh no! I regret some life choices.
All of them?
Some.
Oh fuck! God, that guy just about pirouetted into a magnum burst. We are making up for lost time on these demos. Jesus.
Right? No shit. Spending more of my time repairing these blade traps or anything, which I guess is fine, but, like, fuck. We have, like, no ammo used tonight. Oh, there goes a blade trap. There's a cop popped. Wonderful.
Oh, shitty.
I am going to move to a spot where there's more blade traps.
Now, stay there and defend the opening gap. Now that there's no trap there, we need somebody there.
What'd you
more
call
than
me?
ever. The open gap, and you know why.
No, I still have a couple of those pre-made. I wonder if I can wire that in real fast.
You can try it. You might be able to. You'd probably be quicker to try to daisy chain it, but
Yes.
better
probably.
than nothing.
You know, try to go back out and repair the front ones again?
Sure, why not? Look out, Pinky.
It's completely safe.
Do you
up
have a wire tool on you?
No. Oh, fuck you, Duel.
Mhm.
Oh my
Close the
god.
door.
How many birds?
At least 10.
I have a wire tool. I need to rewire that anyway, so I'll come with you.
Jesus. Oh, cut you, prick.
There was a zombie.
A zombie with a Molotov.
They're learning.
They're learning.
Alright. I think I got them all fixed. Hey, close the door on me, you dick.
Oh, I thought you were already inside. And I don't like you.
That's fair.
Maybe X should stay out there. I mean, who doesn't want cotton candy when they go to the carnival?
Xavier is Sponge Sugar. New screen name?
That's just my stage name. Yep. X's Carnival, making heads explode since 2020.
2020 makes heads explode.
This just does it in a more spectacular fashion,
Does it though?
with less masks.
You guys remember back in the day when we thought Australia being on fire would be the worst thing to happen this year? Man, those were good days.
I miss On Fire, Australia.
Remember 140 years ago in January where we were all just chilling and watching The Witcher?
I'm not thrilled with the damage on the wall behind us, though.
I think some of that is cop spit.
I hope that is
I'm
cop spit.
Curious. Maybe you did need to run some spikes back here. They are not gathering. They're not gathered back here. Can confirm.
They're just kind of
Yeah, it's got,
smacking
if
on
it's
it.
that high up, it's got to be cop spit. Yeah, if they were on the ground beating on it, they wouldn't be beating on it like 4 or 5 blocks up.
We turn now to our resident expert on beating on it. Davian, tell us more.
No.
I thought he was our resident salt expert.
Salt and beaten on it? Beaten on it and
So I'm the resident tequila expert?
Oh. Go back to beating on it! Stay in your lane! I really like the line of sight this has got here for this Magnum. I'm just putting up a wall of lead alright as they turn this corner, and it is screwing their fucking days up.
I fixed it so they actually come in the line we want them to now. Duel doesn't like it. I took away to shooting hole.
Duel gets mad anytime you interfere with his holes.
You've neutered Blundy.
Blundy the blunderbuss? Now I've got to find like a blunderbuss and tape some googly eyes onto that thing. Is that what's happening?
Go to your own side.
Is the flying tree gonna be mad if Blundy the blunderbuss is mascot competition?
And you gotta animate me shoving a long stick down his throat.
Does he though?
There are limits to what I am willing to animate. And
Don't worry,
a lot of those limits are involved around, are wrapped around you shoving things into places.
Don't worry, I already got it made up, so I'll just send it to you.
Oh, you just have that one in your stock file? Okay.
Yeah.
That's handy.
Are you surprised?
No, not even a little bit.
It's live action too. Yeah, I didn't make that sound.
The size of Duel's stock footage archive of him shoving things into places is dwarfed only by the size of the folder on Nev's drive called Sexy Foxman.
I don't like foxes.
That's not what your C drive says.
Really kind of curious how you know exactly what my drive has on.
I think it's a reasonable prediction that your Sexy Heart or your Sexy Foxman folder is on the drive that will present that data to you the fastest.
Yeah, that's why Nev's gonna be first in line to buy the new PS5 just because of the new hard drive technology.
You shut your mouth, man.
Mm-hmm. No game will be played on that system.
PlayStation sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Fight me.
I mean, no game will be played on that system, but that's nothing to do with porn.
Hey!
Ooh.
Are you guys actually going to sit here and pretend that Xbox has put out a decent product in the last decade?
Right.
Alright, shoot the demo in the dick.
Oh god.
Fucking hell. Somebody out behind the base with the demo spawn button held down?
Hey, look, 3 more of them.
Jesus.
Does fire trigger demos?
I don't believe so.
Oh, that's cool. Beep, 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 beep. Oh god.
This X is on fire.
Oh, this is a really good visual.
God.
The flaming irradiated whites right in your face is something else.
This is one of the more interesting visuals I've ever gotten in our test videos.
Right. Let's see if I can fix this with these. Can you clear the fuck nuts off of
Also,
here
my
in front of
frame
me?
rate has gone to dog shit. Not really. I'm kind of anxious to start pumping rounds into that.
Can we get them to like
Oh,
trail
no.
this way?
Light draft down.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to fix them.
Fucking hell.
They're all right here. Fucking Jeebus.
Oh god, that.
Sorry.
God
that one
damn
was
it.
Short. I let myself up too.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! 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 No!
Uh-oh. He's free. Everyone save themselves.
What the fuck? How did he get in here?
There's birds everywhere.
They broke through the fucking wall. Also, you kind of have to. We need to put fire up on this corner. They're still coming around here.
I can fix it if you give me a
Who left
second.
the fucking window open or the door open?
I don't know who that could have been.
Was it Blundy?
Yes. Oh, bad Blunty. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't be mad at you.
The fuck?
Why are there so many birds in here now?
Demo count just went through the ceiling.
Seriously.
To be fair, our problems with the demo started when somebody set that entire half of the thing on fire.
Maybe do
Oh
some-
shit.
Oh.
No, that's bad.
Oh god.
That one badly.
Ship. No, fuck! I can't even get up the ladder. Punch me off of it. Oh no! 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 No!
You're welcome.
No! Not yet. I'm out. Ugh.
This worked really well until it
There's
didn't.
demos coming up the ladder!
I'm unable to parkour up.
Come in through the ladder.
I can't. It was full.
Oh,
Full
God.
of zombies.
Don't make me run, I'm full of chocolate. This got beat to shit. Now, you have some redundancy built into the flooring and everything that left it standing, and obviously it still worked as a brick. We could get up on top of it and shoot from the roof, and it wasn't too terrible. There was only one real access point, which helped choke him down. Yeah, it got fucking wailed on though. Now, to answer Nev's earlier question, the back wall here was actually in pretty good shape. It didn't really take any damage at all from
There's a couple blocks that are pretty
the
fucked
Zeds
up.
hitting it and swirling around it. This is more from us dicking around here at the very end.
Yeah.
In terms of the traffic hitting this wall and routing around to the front, that wasn't a real big problem. The demo's going off inside your little concrete box here was a slightly larger issue. Durability, I don't think it's a fail. There's still a lot of it here.
D plus?
How about flat D?
Okay.
Your functionality, I mean, the box is here, but your functionality is all gone. There's nothing left of your original concept anyways, you know? You're just a square here. You're back to being the cube. How are the Zeds controlled? They were under really great control right up until they weren't.
Yeah.
That end got pretty fucking squirrely.
And, and in all seriousness, I know I've been poking at Duel a lot, but when we set them on fire and we were having trouble seeing what we were shooting, that's when things got squirrely. When we were just letting the base do what it was designed to do, everything worked perfectly fine. But as soon as everything was engulfed in flames, as good of a visual as that is, it
definitely
just started hearing beeps.
It hurt the whole thing. Yeah, the fire wasn't setting demos off, but it was definitely making life harder, and we couldn't keep the population under control at that point. So with the caveat that it was because of the Molotovs, I think control is another D, but only because of the end. If it had performed, and minus the Molotovs, if it had performed like it did for the duration of for most of the night, all the way through, control would have been like a B+. Danger. You know, I hate to say it, but I was on the open field for the chunk at the end there.
Yeah.
So it is by definition another F in that regard. But that kind of loops back into the Molotov decision again. So
I would like to throw an asterisk on this thing and revisit it later without a Molotov and see what it does. Because it did really, really well right up to that.
I mean,
I'll bring pipe bombs next time.
Maybe not really well, but it was performing admirably.
I think it is important to note that when we did the doors base, it was performing the way it was supposed to, and we graded it on that, and then we started screwing around with the formula just to see what would happen, and that's when things went to hell.
Player Danger, I think, failed with the Molotov experiment. Otherwise, it was doing really well, and I'd be willing to say like a B on Player Danger just because Cop's bit was still a pretty serious issue.
Yeah.
But in general, I think it did really well right up until it didn't. Resources used. Now, what did we actually use in gas? Are there generators left?
There's two of them. 927 on the middle and 953, so I'm going to say...
It was probably sub 100 on all of them then.
Yeah.
So resources used in terms of gas, I think, isn't a problem. I think it takes a bit of a ping, though, on the resources used when you start talking about the volume, and we don't have a clear read because we were all repairing and we're not really geared up to count the supplies like that. But I'm pretty sure most, if not all of us, burned forged steel repairing traps and such over the course of the night.
Oh yeah.
So there's a bit of a ping there, and they required some pretty constant attention. I don't think any one of those. I mean, the first row went out fairly quickly.
Yeah.
So without some gentle caressing and hand holding, the back row would have been gone not too much longer afterwards. So that definitely affects resources used. I'm thinking like a C on resources, honestly. just because the traps required so much tending to. Ammunition, I burned a grand total of 687 rounds. Everyone, what'd you use?
992.
Duel, how about you?
282.
Davian?
I did 1,044.
And the man responsible for all this, X?
526.
That gives us a grand total of 3,531 rounds, which is, I think, a pretty admirable ammo total, actually. So what we ended up spending in terms of resources definitely paid off in ammo. That is a hard A for ammunition for the evening. Cheesiness. How much cheese we got here? It's a box with traps in it. I don't think that this is very cheesy.
That's
Nope.
pretty baked potatoey.
Yeah, this looks like a baked potato. Chance to patch out. Unless they patch out blade traps, I don't see anything changing here anytime soon.
Nope.
I think we're at a 0 there. Final grade. Supplies needed was a C-. Build difficulty was a C. Durability was a D. Now, zombie control, we're going to double grade for sort of the post-Molotov, pre-Molotov experiment. Post-Molotov was a D, but pre-Molotov was a B+. Player danger, post-Molotov failed, but pre-Molotov it was a good B. I think it was a reasonable execution there. Resources used was a C. Ammo was an A. Cheese, we're giving it a baked potato, and chance to patch is none. So for the final grade, looking at these differences, we're going to assign 2 grades to this one, again, post and pre-Molotov. I think accounting for what happened when the Molotovs sent everything sideways, we've got a D+ here. It passes, but only kind of just barely because we were able to sort of take shelter on the roof and go the zombie survival panic Walking Dead route and just pray to God up there. Pre-Molotov, though, it was actually performing pretty well. I think the idea could use some refinement.
Yeah.
And there's definitely some areas to improve with the electric fencing durability, the generator placement, maybe giving some more breathing room and figuring out some better angles to repair that front row of traps. But I'm willing to go as high as B- for pre-Molotov. I would be curious to see if there isn't some kind of functionality. It would have to be played around with a lot, but some level of functionality where you couldn't get access to the traps in front, say, from below. That would be a pretty involved design.
Oh, yeah.
But if anybody in the audience wants to take a whack at something like that, I think there's some potential on that where you could encompass, sort of a better ease of repair. And if you get a handle on that, you could easily stretch this out forward another row or two and just have that many more traps going, and that's going to make your life even better.
So what you're saying is you want X to build another giant monstrosity? On it.
I'm just saying.
Is that what we're saying?
I'm just
I
saying
think it
there's
is.
potential. So coming up, I think next week we are going to run a base that was specially requested. We had someone who asked and has been asking, and I promise we saw you, guy, for a base built out to sea. We want to check for Alpha 19 to see if building yourself a base way the fuck out in the water actually still works. So we're going to give that a whack. And we've got a few other ideas in the works and a few other bases that have been built already, including X has got one built from cobblestone by our favorite builder. He's just the best. And I don't want to play that one. It's sad. It makes me sad. It really does.
That one, if it works, I will be amazed, but I really see that just going to be us in a field fighting for our lives from probably not even midnight.
Can we just take his builds and do them in like a failure montage?
I'm kind of okay with that.
We've got like 6 of this guy's bases to build, and we're just going to show you how much it fails because it only takes like 3 minutes per base to fail.
I have several bases built, ready to go.
He's got some sort of lighthouse contraption out there.
Yeah,
that
the
actually looks
lighthouse
really interesting.
is kind of a terrifying build. I mean, we're going with the lighthouse, but that has shades of some, Curse of the Mummy Imhotep shit going on there too. Like, I was looking at that thing and I halfway expected a giant boulder to be chasing me down. No lie, that's kind of a squirrely build. So it'll be curious to see how that holds up to a full night. So that said, I think we'll wrap it here. We appreciate you guys watching, and we will catch you next time.
Unpimps, boulder trap. Get on it.